everybody, Von Cream Puff back at it again. And it's been a while, work's been brutal. No longer at the base level operating and whatnot. I'm now up to team lead. So hard work pays off, y'all. It's been tough, but it's been worth it. I've gone from a hard worker to a hard delegator. That being said, I still jump in the machines a lot because I don't like to abandon my team as much as some team leads or people would want me to, because if my team's struggling, man, help them out a little bit. We're all going to yell, but we all in the same fight. But what's up? We're going to be playing Solargene. This game is relaxing. I got it last weekend, and honestly, I've been having a blast. I spent my entire one day off engrossed in this for how relaxing, and granted, it's only version 0.10.31. It's very well developed, I think. If I was reading right, I think this is developed, yeah, just by one dude right there. So Alexander, your game is really fun. Thank you, man. But so let's get started with it. So I'm still learning. I've messed up a bit. The game, if you look at my profile, it'll say I have 31 plus hours in it, but that's mainly because I kind of like watching the stations float around a planet and just do their thing. Especially when you get the sectors in motion, or you just get that design that just feels right. I wish you could design the bottom of the orbitals, but we'll get to that later. So we're going to be starting from the cradle, which is you start off on Earth with various space programs, and the solar system is underdeveloped. So let's get started. We are going to be Von Cream Puff. I'm going to spell industries wrong because I can't spell. Yeah, there we go. That looks good enough. And let's get started with it, shall we? What's great about this game is it's a little bit thinking, but a lot of it's laid back. So bottom right of the screen, we're going to get rid of the tutorial, but bottom right of the screen you have the time controls for the various things. I'm going to press spacebar to pause it. Start off on April 18th, 2051, which is amazing. Oh no, my record button is right. I need to figure out how to move that. But right on top of the launch station into orbit. But I think I can get a little bit of pixel right over there. I'll deal with that later. So over here to the left we have the various countries and factions. So we got Russia, America, China, the European Union, Japan, and India. When you start off, they're going to have different contracts for you and different relations with you. That's what we got going. The Russians want us to run a research, explore safe nuclear energy, run a research, explore nanobots. And these have due dates the 22nd of April 2051, 21st of April 2051. I'm not going to accept these because I don't even have research up and running, so there's no point in accepting I can't do. Tourist, to the best of my knowledge, you got to get tourists that are their nationality onto your station or colony. And I've struggled with that. So I might be doing something wrong, or it might be underdeveloped. I don't know. Let's check out America. They want us to accept tourists. Not doing that. You know my views on tourism. Man, America loves tourism right now. Establish a colony on the moon. Send 25 colonists from USA. But I'm not going to worry about establishing a colony on the moon for right now, even though that's a lot of money that we'll get. I don't think I can fulfill that, so I don't want to mess it up. China wants us to build a ship for roughly 7 million for 9 people. That's doable. We got a cargo delivery, accept tourists and run research. I'm not worried about that. The EU tissue engineer. We get. They want us to deliver to Earth numeric metals. Well, we don't have any numeric metals. Transuranic elements. My bad. Transuranic elements. I don't have any in mind, so there you have it. I think those are used for fucking nuclear stuff. Establish a colony. I mean, for 26 colonies, I mean, that's over 1 million a person, so that's pretty good. But I can't get there, so I'm not going to worry about run research and accept shores. Alright, Japan or India, one of you please have a mission that I like. Japan, let's see here, 5.6 million for a ship with minimum thrust of 49, minimum delta V of 5, that's doable. Cargo delivery, they want us to deliver antimatter at the beginning of the game. That's going to be a bit difficult. Antimatter is kind of, late game. I haven't even gotten there. Then we got India. They want to build a ship for 8 members for 6.7 million. So, 26th of April, I got quite some time to get that done. Was it China with the other ship? China with a ship for 27th of April. So, I think in the interest of me, I might go with India first for their ship. 6.7 million for 8 people. 6.9 for 9 people. So it's only a difference of 200,000. We have bad relations with them. Who do I have the best relations with? We don't really have good. If they have better relations with you, they'll make you happy. So I'm gonna do the India one, just because I have a fondness for India. Because in my first playthrough, I didn't understand the mechanics, and people break contracts, and India was the only people that I still had. So we're going to sign that. You will immediately receive what is promised on the contract, and if you manage to fulfill your part of the contract, the relationship with India will improve. Otherwise, relations will be broken, and all colonists and tourists from this faction will leave your stations. This contract can be canceled before the expiration date by paying the penalty. Dope. Alright, so we got 7 days to complete that, which is more than enough time. Alright, so let's see, I want to build one on the moon. You see, I can't launch anything into orbit because there's no spaceports there. Earth, the cradle, has everything. So, that being said, let's get going. Ooh, excuse me, my apologies. So, the inclination of the module's orbit to the orbit depends on the spaceport's greater slope will require more fuel for performing interplanetary flights. So, the greater the degree, the greater the delta V you're going to need and whatnot. Because I'm just going to sell this above Earth, I'm going to go with whoever's cheapest, and it looks like the Ruskies are selling theirs for 1,000,009. So naturally, because we're going to sell this station, I'm going to go with the cheapest, which is great. And the first thing I'm going to do is rename this. I like to name what I'm working on just so I don't confuse. This is going to be the India contract. Bam. Alright. So now we got that going for us. Let's switch to the station. Alright, there we go. Now we got some seats we can put in here, which is fantastic. Now, first thing I'm going to do is press play and let the battery charge a little bit. Simply because, with the battery charging, I can, like when you build and stuff like that, it drains the power and yada yada. So as you drain the power, you know, stuff happens. So let's pause the game real quick and get in here. I don't like this setup. I have my own setup. It's a good setup. It's a pretty setup. But I like mine. So you click on that. Then we're going to click on this storage unit. And I like to get a couple in the beginning for my beginning ones to really jam them pack. To do this, this, that, boom, and then that's a little too wide I think with the pixels. Move you over here, and then I want to get the flat guy. There we go. Rotate that the other way just because I like it. Beautiful. And what I love about this game too is if you accidentally misclick or something's good, you get refunded to the best of my knowledge. Gonna press play again just so we have time moving. You get all the materials back, so if you don't like the position of those solar panels, move them. Just like that. And see, the construction bots are waiting to recharge because I wasn't patient with my batteries. But we got sunset in 54 minutes and sunrise in 1 hour. So, what is that? About an hour between sunrise and sunset. So, at night, you don't produce power. At day, you do. The more you know. There we go. I got my other little teeny tiny robot in there. Gonna do that, which is great. Then we're gonna move these over, because that's what I like. See? I misclick. I mean, I can put it there, but I'm not going to. Put you there. Put you there, boom. And then what I like to do, and I saw this from somebody, I think it was Sunder Tom's tutorial, is, and this is great, put it on the side. He did it for the other ones, but I like to get mine going over here on these sides. I could be wrong. I was watching, there's not many tutorials and I got confused with a lot of them. But this is the basic setup for the cell stations that I like to get going. Now in the beginning you don't have much money. So if I scroll over these things to see what I need, see how that's 2 with the square with a byte out of the bottom right, and there's 2 of them. That's composite materials. Now what's great about this is if you're like, man, I am not gonna remember all that. Well, there's this little handy shopping add to cart. So if you want to go, see that we got motors, composite materials, bulbs, O2, and optics. But if you're having trouble remembering exactly what you need, add to cart. Then when I go to buy, boom, it's all added to the cart for you. So I'm gonna do that. I want to get another space dock going, so definitely get that going. I know I'm going to need one of these. I want to get another one of these, and that should be good to get me going. Oh, plus I need to get 3 more of these guys. So I want 3 more of these. 1, 2, 3. Go to buy. And there we go. Our shopping cart is full with stuff. And when I hit the... Did it not all get added together? Huh. Because I know that I should be requesting a lot more. Or is it because I clicked on it and then I clicked close? Yeah, probably because I hit close. Let's try this again. So I want to get 1, 2, 3. One of you. One of you. One of you. Then for what they need, thrust value 56. 1, 2, 3. And then I will go to buy, and now it should have it all jumbled up. I'm just gonna buy it anyway. I feel like I'm off with something, but I'm probably not. But there you go. Now 2 shuttles will arrive in 27 minutes. That's how long until the next shuttle gets here. So obviously it's not going to go down if I don't have it off of play. So every minute is equivalent to a second. So you got 24 minutes in a day. And then let's just watch this coming in. Let me get my dissection level off. So what you'll see is soon the spaceship will come into frame, and then you'll see her start docking up. Oh, we got some time still. So depending on what you're going to be using that up there, see? There we go. It's burning in I think that's retrograde. Now using what is out the RCS to flip around and be all pretty. There you go. Yeah, you flip it and peel in. That's gonna come and dock. You can see those little clamps. I love this animation, by the way. It's amazing. Just nice little locks with the airlock. Bam. Now, that being said, with the station being here, we also have to be patient while it unloads, because even though it's docked, you still got your robots that have to unload it. There's no like unloading animation, which I am somewhat thankful for, because later on in stations it could get tedious. But it'd be something cool to add. But I think until optimization, please don't add them. That would just be not fun. All right, there we go. So we got all that going. So I got enough to get myself more cargo. So that's exactly what I'm going to focus on first, is filling out my cargo bay, because that way I can have a lot more room. See how right now this little room, and it's only 27% full. Way to go, little room. You're doing pretty good. Now the shuttle will peel off. I'm going to speed up time a little bit. There we go. The shuttle peels off, and then shuttle's going to peel off. The next one will show up. Not necessarily right when that one leaves, but sometimes it's like referring to the departure of the shuttle. But the next one will arrive shortly, and then we'll get that going. See that one's coming in frame. Beautiful. I'm gonna give it some time to unload and see where we're at with everything. Good, good. I'm over here like Ember, but good, good. Alright, so we're gonna get this guy up and running. But we should probably build that one. But then I'm gonna be too short for that. 918. And whatever, we'll just have a flat thing, it doesn't really matter. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna build the rotating section. Bam. How we want to do 3 is perfect for what we need to do. The material cost. There you go. Awesome. Sweet. Now we have that going. Isn't that wonderful? Now for this we need bulbs, composite materials, and... oh man, I can't see what's in my warehouse. So I don't know what I need. But yeah, we're going to need bulbs, composite materials, and some... oh, I don't think I can get away without having to build a door. Yeah, so we're going to do that. Now this time, what I'm going to do is... I'm just going to get myself going. I'm also going to see what do I need for this, I forget. Composite materials and motors. So I'll probably overspent on composite materials. So composite materials, I know I'm still going to need a fair bit. So let's get 500 of those. Motors, let's get like 100 more motors. Shouldn't need that many. I'm going to need, let's get 10 nuclear fuel. I want to get 40 electronics. I don't remember if I need optics for those. Let's just get 100 optics to play it safe. And bulbs, we always need bulbs, so we'll get 500 bulbs. It's going to be an expensive shuttle, but it's worth it. Just because you pay to launch it off the ground and other things. Let's see what I want in here. I know I'm going to want 50 rations just to give them some rations, and O2. Let's get myself a reasonably comfortable amount of 500 O2, and that should be sufficient for what I want to do. Because I don't want to waste that cargo space on the second shuttle. How much methane can I get on that second shuttle? Not methane, fucking liquid fuel. Still 2. Okay, what if I make it 4500? Still 2. Can I make it 5,000? Do we got 5,000? We do have 5,000. Well, that's pretty much all I want to do for liquid fuel for right now. So this is going to be an expensive 2 shuttles, but it will be fine. And as long as the first one drops the composite materials, then I'll get this other dock. In fact, just because I need 2 to speed ourselves along, I'm going to go into here. And I'm going to get rid of you. And just so that I have those 2 composites. And now with 2 shuttle docks, then we'll get the shuttles. We'll be able to dock 2 shuttles at the same time. So that's double the unloading, loading, transferring, hiring staff, that sort of thing. So we currently have our station, which is awesome. On performance, you go to performance, sector rotation. Want to spin it? Spin it. Spin it really fast, spin it really fast. Don't spin it all, don't spin it all. Whatever you like. So, there we go. And I hear a shuttle. Where are you at? Where are you at? There you is. How do you lose a shuttle? Well, in the void of space, it's very easy. So there we go. We got this ship coming into dock. It's just arrived, and the next one's going to be in 30 seconds. So, which is very nice. It makes me happy. Makes me feel glad. So, there you go. This is why we do the 2 docks. There you go. Very nice and pretty. And now I have some materials to play with. Alright, so what I'm going to do, this is probably a waste, but I like having it just in case, is flip that boy around, or girl, the inanimate object, the non-binary structure. There we go, we got that going. Beautiful. That makes me happy. Alright, I have the whatchamacallums to build my thrusters, which doesn't really matter where you place them, so just, we're going to sell this station, so just place it wherever. Who cares? Bam. Alright, now you notice we have well, we had some Delta V, but then we unloaded more, so our Delta V went down. That's fine with me, because what I'm going to do is just get started. So to get started, we need, how many people do we need to house? Finish this construction real quick. 8? 8 members. Alright, so 8 members is going to be relatively easy to house. So what I'm going to need you to do is come over here. You can over here, and you'll see that each premises has a different cost to it. Some of them are cosmetic, some of them cost more things, some of them don't. But because we're just going to sell this, we're going to go with this, yeah, this ugly one right here, I think. Okay, it's not ugly. Let's give that one. There you go. Hallway, give me 2 hallways. I didn't buy polymers. Buy polymers. 500 of them. I'm just going to stand by on that until I know if I need anything else. So yeah, polymers, anything else? Yeah, just polymers for you. Then we got to go to residential, and I want to get the spacious living quarters. I'm going to put them along the side right here. And I need to build beds for them, but they cost polymers, and we don't have any, so there you have it. Now, the vending machine will do the food for them. The spacious living will do the beds when I get the beds in there. They need jobs. How am I going to have jobs for 8 people when I don't know what those jobs are going to be? You can just make a research area, a laboratory. Let's come out by 2, and boom, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Boom, done. Let's see what I need for the physicist desk, because that's what I like. Polymers. So it's all waiting on polymers. Buy, and I think polymers. How expensive are polymers? Bloop, 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 bloop. There we go. Oh, they're cheap beyond reason. Let's get a bunch of them, because you're going to use a lot of them as the time goes by. And how much do I still have? I'm still above my million cap, which makes me happy. Not my million cap, but what I want. So let's get 1,000 of them. 2 shuttles. No. Want just 1 shuttle. Just 1 shuttle. So what? It's going to be 500? Yeah, 500. You're going to need composite materials for everything, so it never hurts to top off. There you go. Order that one shuttle. And we're going to let time go by. And all that jazz. Oh, we got another shuttle. I didn't watch that guy. You hear it coming in. Just so relaxing. Look at it come and go. Beautiful. Sounds on point. Perfect. Alright, let's pause this while I do that so I'm not burning time. Now I just want to get one vending machine for him because I'm going to sell it immediately after we build it, so it's buyer beware. Please don't fix it. I kind of like the buyer beware. I mean, it's the whole point of like government contracting is to go the least crappiest option, sell it off, and by the time the government has a problem with it, you know, you already made your millions and you're gone. Looking at you, government contractors. Some of you are alright. Alright, so we need 8 of them. So what I'm going to do is just do it like that. Was that 5 and 3? We got, yep, 5 and 3. The reason I do a 2 hallway with a vending machine is I've had the vending machine right outside of this double door, and it just, people can't seem to get to it for some unknown reason, so I just do it back here. So I don't know whether I added this vending machine slightly too far forward or there was some weird pathing thing. I don't know. I'm not a programmer. I cannot criticize. Can I build on pause? I know. I don't want to build. I want to destroy. The reason I'm destroying this is I want to have as minimal blocks as I have to have for what I got to do. So we're going to come in here, and again, we need 8 people. So jobs for 8 people. Get the nice little physicist in there. Tuck it up, and I want to hold shift while I do this. By holding shift, I can place multiple of the same thing. And then if I do this right, I should be able to eliminate those sides. And then the sides being the 3 on that side. Oh man, I need to wait for my construction bots to recharge. Alright, fair enough. Oh, and if you transfer the station with materials still in it, you will lose those materials. So don't do that. But we'll get to that in probably just a little bit longer. Alright, alright. Charge! There we go. Got 1. Oh no, 1, 2, 3, 4. What am I missing? Oh, computer stuff. Bugger. Well, I know I'm going to need computer stuff for my research station, so there's nothing wrong with stocking up. And that's going to be too much. So what if we do half that? No, half that. And I'm still above the mark that I want to get my own ship in the orbit, so that's fine. If I can have it, I don't want to spend any more money on this ship. I want to get another ship into orbit, and then I'll transfer everything else, because that'll get rid of the cargo mass, which raises your delta V. So you need less delta V to get them to launch. There we go. 1 shuttle will arrive. Let's speed up time a little bit while we're waiting. What's that complaining about? There is no staff. You are correct. Come on, unload, unload. There you go. And give me 1 more of these guys. Beautiful. Now we're going to dismantle. I instinctively pause when I go to build in any other games, because I like to think things out. But there we go. That's set up for 8 people, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yep. And then make sure that this is good for 8 people. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. That's 8. Beautiful. And then it's like, alright, well now what? Well, if I click on the transfer by contract option... Where is it at? Oh, I can't because it's not done. But... And I still got shuttles going on. So... Let me lose my thought. So... Now we are going to get our own station there. We're going to go to Solar System View. And I don't know if I want this as a transfer one or I'm going to want this as a orbital station, but we're going to go here. We're going to go to launch into orbit. Actually, that's a very good 2 degree. Not 0 degree, but this is 2 degrees is pretty nice. So there you go. We're going to get that up and ready to go. We're going to rename it. This for now is going to be my Earth transfer. Earth transfer. There you go. If only it was spelled on screen for me. Anyway, now we go to our India contract. We're going to switch to the station. And I don't know if 10,000 Delta V will do it. It does have 3 thrusters at 67. But just to play it safe, in case I have to get more liquid fuel, I'm going to build one more fuel tank, because I think it can hold about, I'm not sure how much liquid fuel it can hold, but really, just play it safe. There you go. So what we're going to do is we're going to queue up a lot of stuff, because I want to get, let's get me 5,000 more liquid fuel. Oh boy, I can't do that. So let me think things through and be a little bit more stringent. So we're going to send everything to the Earth transfer. And by everything, I mean everything. And it's going to kind of... Before I do that, I should set up the Earth transfer. Yeah. How's the battery at? Battery's at 100%. Good. Dismantle building. I want to move these over by 1. Give me my solar cells. Come on. I know you can do it. Alright, fine. We'll just go to the other side. What? There we go. Up. There we go. I see. Just click on the little center of the block a little bit. There we go. That's done. So we want to go here, dismantle building. We're going to dismantle the dock and move it. Same thing as before, because that's just what I like to do. Dismantle that, put it there. Then here, we're immediately going to get rid of you, get rid of you, get rid of you. Do our little jiggery pokery setup. There you go. I think this should be fine. I just like to have a flat on the interior side just to add some cosmetic variety. And there we go, that'll be fine for now. Alright, that way, because with the shuttles docking and undocking, we're not going to be able to move the dock because it's in use. Now I can go back here and do what I wanted to do, which is transfer everything, all that excess material, right on over. And then O2, I want to leave them 54, so I'm going to take 304 from there. I mean, 50 oxygen for 10 seconds of use isn't going to be much. Send it. It's going to take 2 shuttles, 34 minutes, that's fine. Now, it's going to do its thing. So we got 1 shuttle inbound, which is great. Oh yeah, that's like no money whatsoever. We'll see where the delta V is at in a second. I may have buggered up a little bit, but that's fine because we can ride it on another contract and move on. In the beginning, you're not going to be flush for cash. I mean, you're given enough if you know exactly what you're building. Build the minimum, you'll make a significant profit. But as you can see, I have a lot of excess, especially the electronics and composites, but a lot of excess material. And of course that goes into your overhead. But when you're building something, what do you do with that excess material? You use it on the next project. Ah, relaxing. I'm just gonna do my vape. I am 1 week and 1 day into no caffeine, limited nicotine. Like, I still do a vape, but it's like the minimum. So, you know, you're sucking on that thing trying to get some nicotine. It's like, give me more. And you just can't get more no matter what you do. But, and minimal sugar. And I do feel a lot better. I know I sound lethargic, but feelings-wise, I feel pretty good. Oh yeah, the reason that we're sending it all there rather than selling it or doing what we can is you can't always sell every material that you have. And this is, I'm so thankful and I love this. When you send shuttles between your stations, to the best of my knowledge, it doesn't cost any money. So that'd be pretty cool. That'd be pretty cool. That is pretty cool. Now you see those 2 shuttles? They're going to be coming here, and we're going to be having that thing. So in about 4, should be having it come into frame eventually. As it resets. There we go. In 1 hour. Alright, fair enough. Well, they'll queue up. They won't just disappear, so you'll be fine. They'll queue up, they'll do their thing. And this one we got 1 more ship, which will arrive or undock. It could be this guy in an hour. I don't know. This one I think is delivering the methane. I really don't know. There's no way for me to tell. I think the different nations have different colored ships, which I think is pretty cool overall. And I do like the ship design. I think it looks very, very cool. Especially how it's universal, because you see the landing gears on the side and whatnot, so it's one size fits all. I think it'd be really cool to have like you could maybe have your own colors for your shuttles that you send between your stations. Or color things up, but it's not necessary. That's a cosmetic, who cares type thing. There we go. Now you can see we're up to 4 Delta V with a very, very limited stuff. I'm just going to spend the rest of my money on liquid fuel for these guys. Oh, that's such a waste of money too. It's such a waste. Fine, then what if I do like 1500? I feel like 1500 will do it. But man, it costs more money to get the ship here than I get the fuel. So let's overshoot it, because even if I overshoot it, I can send the Delta V to my other station. It's 2000. Yeah, that's close enough. Because what is it, 5 Delta V that they want? I think I got the thrust done. Thrust 56, I have 67. Minimum Delta V is 5. That's fine. But now this station is light. So the shuttles will do their thing. Let's go to the Earth transfer and check how that's coming along. It's coming along very nicely. And for my home stations, I like this guy. I need optics though. Optics and O2. I think that those ones look so cool, like when you have them pocked on the side in certain places for storage or what have you. But there we go, we're going to speed up time while this is getting done. There you go, and you see that all these supplies have been transferred here. We're at half capacity, so you know what that means. I'm just going to pause it while I do the interior. And I'm glad that we're able to do that for the interiors, because I've ruined pathing before without thinking. Beautiful. And then, any bulbs for that? I don't, and I think these look so cool. Oh, can't build on poles. Are you ready for how cool these look? Oh, really? It let me put this on the side before? Don't. Oh, is it a hallway? Yeah, yeah. I want storage. Just wait till day. Look at how cool that one looks. Look at how awesome that, like, gorgeous. I mean, I wish it was like that on the bottom, but beggars can't be choosers. But look how this little Orion thing going on, little honeycombed. Like, it's gorgeous, man. So, comes the fun part of me designing this over here how I want. But let's get rid of all those things. Oh yeah, you'll also notice that when there's a crisis or something like that, you won't be able to buy certain things. And that can be painful, by the way, when there's something that you need on a contract deadline and you didn't have a stockpile and you don't have the resources to build it at the current time. Anyway, while this station's doing its thing and having fun and getting the excess material, we're going to come over here and check how that delivering of the liquid fuel was going. Beautiful. And that's just 5 Delta V. What's going on over there? Did they just not load right? Or what's going on with that? What am I looking at? Let's go to Earth Transfer. We're going to come back here. I don't know why those things are... Oh, the dissection level. That's on me, probably. What? There we go. I'm not sure what that was. It was probably the dissection level thing. Yep, so this station is now ready to go. I don't know what I'm locked on. So, you kind of like, whatever your mouse is looking at, that's going to be the object that you kind of like look at, or like press the middle mouse button. That's what it feels like. I don't know if that's true or not, but that's what it feels like. So we're ready to hire the staff and get this going. So we're going to hire all that staff. From India. The Indian contract wants Indian people. So we need 8 people, so we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And I think that's all I can do. What happens if I try to reload that? Nope. Could probably get more people for that. But, so we got 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 Indians. There we go. And then I need 1 more. Hire them. Hire. Boom. That shuttle will come here. When that shuttle gets here, they're going to complain about seating, but I don't care about that because when they get their job, they won't complain about seating. And then we can sell this. Yippee. So I'm going to go to Earth Transfer now, and let's get out of the Earth Transfer Station a little bit more organized. So the Earth Transfer Station is set up. Isn't that lovely? It's dark, so I'm going to wait till it's like bright out. Just so I can see what I'm doing. Because I want to redo this, but while I'm doing that, let's just start moving these over here. But there we go. Huh. Really? Are you sure? Well, no. So that... Am I doing something wrong? No, my trick is not working. Yeah, sure, why not? Let's see if I know I build it. If it'll let me squeeze it up against the wall. Like before. Huh, would you look at that? Alright, so let's retool this. What? That's crazy awesome. Alright, so I got anything smaller to get up close? Ah, there we go. That gets up a little bit closer. That's what I want to see. I should still have enough room in the center to do my little trick to maximize space. There we go. And then I want to move this one over here. Yeah, that's fine. Beautiful. That's what we like to see here at Von Cream Puff Industries. There you go. And then we will get our little flat one to add some cosmetic variety. Done. Alright. This bottom deck, I kind of want to do a little bit of thrust. Well, I mean, it's not going to go anywhere, so I don't know if I need that. Yeah, it's not going to go anywhere, so we're just going to scrap those materials. I will need liquid storage, though. Actually, I'm going to stand by on a lot of things. I'm going to get my other shuttle jock just to get going here. So I got an idea, but I need more money to do it. But let's go back to IndiaCon, because we see not all the staff has a job. So let's get them jobs. So let's check our relations before we finish this contract. Isn't that nice? They're at about, like, what? I don't know how big this set is. 25, 30%? I can't eyeball. Then we want to go over to research. Then you're gonna click on the building, click on assign staff, go down the queue. Oh my gosh. Andre. Sneaky, those Russians, man, sneaking in places they shouldn't be. So now I gotta sign this guy. Oh man, how about it's gonna hurt my relations to just deport you. But bye. Oh man. Yeah, I'm sorry, dude. I'm sorry. Oh no. Alright guys, pay attention to the nationality. My goodness gracious. But yeah, we're gonna get that Russian to go home. So in this game, people, you know, go home when you tell them to, which is fine. I feel so bad. The poor dude came up here, or I didn't even look at whether it was male or female. It doesn't matter how they identify. It's a new world. I guess him by the beard identifies as goatee. So Andrei Novikov. So we got to send him back home, but good sport. We'll send him back with a t-shirt and a complimentary ration pack. Keep in touch. Don't call us. We'll call you. Oh man, I feel so bad. Hopefully it doesn't hurt our Russian relations too much. It's like, look guys, look. I placed in the wrong work order. Please don't be mad. Yep. Sitting on pause for a second while I drink some water and just admire my own failure. But yeah, so that is that. Now, while this station's finishing up, I'm going to go to the Earth transfer, because there's really not much I want to do with the Earth transfer right now, because you notice, to get money to do some of the things that I want to do, like maybe get another battery up on the top deck right here, or maybe some liquid storage along the top. I won't need much liquid storage, but we will get there. So I don't have the materials to do the things that I want to do, and we need another contract. So we're gonna look around. I want to build a ship for 7 members for 5,600,000. Minimum thrust of 49, doable minimum delta V of 5. That's pretty good. That'll increase our relations with them too. 6.9 million for 9 members. I kind of want to build a smaller ship right now. So I might go with Japan, just because we can. If the Russians want to build a ship, though, we'll take it. I'm sorry, guys. Don't hate me too much. I'll run an advertising campaign later. So let's go to Japan. We're going to sign this contract. We're immediately going to get that money. I'm going to pause while I scratch my eyebrow. And now we're going to go over here. Because that person should have their job now. Or that 8th Indian. Man, it sounds like a bad 1930s Hollywood movie. The 8th Indian. Oh, dang it. Nikolai, please tell me you're going home, right? Yeah, you're going home. So that other person will get here eventually. So go to Earth transfer. We have the money, so we have some room to play with. But I'm not gonna build much more on the Earth transfer because that's pointless for right now. We want to get our money going. So we want to go to Solar System View. And then we are going to launch a station in the orbit again because we're just going to sell this one. I hit switch to station like a dunce nugget. I can't see what it says right there, but scroll with WASD and lose track. If you ever lose track, you can just click over here. I think double clicking takes you, yeah. And trust me, because I screwed up with controls quite a bit and I lose everything and I'm in the middle of space not knowing what's going on. Launch into orbit. Again, we don't care about the inclination. Although if I saw the inclination at 0 degrees, I'd do that one, and that one would be my puddle jumper because less delta V is less delta V. But for this, because we don't really care, we're going to go with the cheapest, which is still the Russian spare no expense. There you go. Look at that orbit. So we're going to immediately get down here, rename that. That's going to be the Japan Compact, or a JCon, how I like to do it. Bam! Sounds like a new up-and-coming rapper. Yo, what's up? Is JCon in the house? I hate when I go out every now and then, which isn't often. But I like to go to small bars and maybe have a beer or two. But because there's no clubs where I'm at. I miss clubs. But I hate when people get up on stage, y'all already know who this is, and it's like, dude, this is the first time you're out and about. Nobody knows who you are. Just do the best. I mean, develop, you'll get better as time, and you get practice, and yeah, I mean, I get it. You gotta hype, but come on, man. Come on. Alright, let's check on IndiaCon again, because they are probably suffering from so many things. We're going to switch to the station, because it's going to want me to employ... Do I have to watch this Russian leave? Oh, it's just because I've been pausing a lot. But yeah, that's fine. There we go, JCon's good. Beautiful. A lot of people have nowhere to sit, which is fine. Assign staff. Boom, boom. Yeah, I missed my my window for doing things. Because when they're sitting at their job, they are... I wonder if I can just force them into work to get their sitting meter down. No, wrong way. That way. Go to VAC. Oh, wait, no, it's because I don't have a research selected. Because I don't have research selected, they're not going to go sit down. So we're not going to be able to research because I'm not going to have enough anything. But, that's... I think getting nano sensors would be a little bit more helpful for the sciencey bits. Yeah, we'll get that one. There you go. Now they should start meandering their way. There we go. Everything is gone. See how there's nothing wrong? We've transferred everything that we need to transfer from the warehouse. Immediately transferred by contract. Not all crew members have cabins. Oh, it's probably because of that weird, fucking... Yeah, one of the beds was taken up, and they'll automatically assign themselves if there's an open one. If there's not an open one, you will need to assign them manually. I would like menus for this eventually, but you know, it's good enough. Once you know what you're doing, you can work with it. Boom, there we go. We got everybody doing their thing. You're gonna click transfer by Wait, where's all my Delta V? Why is my warehouse empty? Okay, it's not. It's just I had so many open menus. Transfer by contract. Bam. Hit transfer by contract again once you're sure. Once you have your warehouse empty, transfer by contract. Transfer IndiaCon to India in accordance with the contract. Yes. Build a ship. We completed that. And then if we look at our relations with India, they've gone up because we didn't take their money and run. Alright. Isn't that a fun first episode? So, meandering, doodling about, you can get your second ship going, your transfer ship going, and a secondary ship, and I could probably start working on a fourth ship, and this transfer station is going to get really, really busy, and then I'll get my own ship that I'm going to, you know, my little puddle jumper, once I find one at 0° inclination, we'll get that over to the moon, because you can send, we'll get there when we get there. Thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoy this video. And if there's anything else you want to know with Solargene, feel free and we'll discuss it if I don't know it, or we'll find out together.